Hello and welcome to another episode of MechMerlin's 5 Interest Checks, the show in which I talk about interest checks that have caught my eye for better or for worse in the last week. In this episode, we'll be talking about key sets and keyboards inspired by mountaineering, tea, river, and boxes. As usual, all links will be provided down below. Stay tuned till after the break. First up is the Box 75, an interest check posted by DKS in August. This is a 75% keyboard whose design is inspired by Japanese architect Tadao Ando's words, "The box that provokes." It's basically a black box lifted up by a series of interlocking thin frames. It's got a typing angle of 7 degrees with top mount and O-ring burger mount options. Case options are an anodized or E-coated aluminum, along with mirror polished or black PVD stainless steel accents. The board will come in either black or white, and no external screws will be present. The PCB is designed by Gondolindrum with QMK via support and ESD protection. Layout options seem to be limited to only bottom row and split backspace. This plate is also 1.5mm aluminum or polycarb. At this point, there is only an R1 prototype, and they are currently waiting for the PCB. No group by date announced, but vendors are listed as Daily Clack, Mono-K, Desk Keys, Novelkeys, and My Keyboard. What caught my eye with this board is basically the simplicity of its design. It's basically a 0-degree angled board with fancy risers. In the past, this wasn't an aesthetic that really appealed to me, but the way that this is done really intrigued me. We've seen this type of case many times in the past, but this time the feet are placed in unique locations and have an interesting design element. At this point, I'm not entirely sure I'm absolutely in love with the design. It's a simple design with a unique twist, and I think that's what really gets me interested in it. The words "the box that provokes" really ring true in this. On further inspection of the photos, especially the PCB, it looks like this board will have an ARM-powered microcontroller. If I'm not mistaken, this will be the first instance in our community of a 75% keyboard with separated arrows, F-row, and right column that has USB-C, ESD protection, and an ARM microcontroller. However, I do wish that they would have considered a daughter board, simply because the USB-C sticking out on the PCB like that really worries me. If you're into 75% and simple aesthetics, the MechMerlin verdict is a strong maybe. Next up is GMK Tea Witch, an interest check posted in October by Bappo Donu. It's about a witch, but a cute one. And yes, you guessed it, it's another ReZero inspired design. Right now it's got a base kit covering most standard layouts, a novelty set, an uwu kit, accent kit, and extra keys. Renders are on the Bean, the AKI-S, and the TX87SE. Other than that, there's really not much info posted here. It's mainly just renders. This is definitely one of the links that you have to click on to make sure that you get all the latest updates. As you know by now, purple is not a color I can see very clearly, but to me, darker colored purple sets look nicer than lighter colored ones. Do my eyes deceive me? Perhaps. I'm really going to rely on you guys to tell me how this set looks to you. I will say though that the white alphas look is much better than having the whole thing purple. If I were to buy this key set, that's the kit that I would go for. I will say though that this off shade of purple present in the novelties is totally playing tricks on my eyes. More than usual. I know it's a different color, but to me the difference between the two is very difficult to see. I know this set is based off of a popular anime series, which is why there are sub-legends in Japanese, but you guys have to admit, it's not for everyone. You can ignore the novelties if you're not into ReZero, but base kit only comes with Japanese sub-legends, so there's really no looking past that. That might be a problem for some people. And simply because there are no options for regular alphas, like keep in mind, this is going to be a niche theme with a niche keycap manufacturer in a niche community. So all that combined, I'm just going to give this a MechMerlin verdict of maybe. Up next is the Dolores gasket mount 65% posted by MechMerlin in mid-October. This board was named after the Dolores River in Utah and Colorado, and features a two-piece aluminum case with a new type of gasket system creating consistent flex across keys, transmitting less vibration to the case. The board features a 6-degree typing angle, over 30 Cerakote colors for top and bottom, custom hot swap QMK and VIA compatible PCB, and he's advertising a group buy limited to 200 units, first come first serve in early December with a delivery in Q2 2021. I'm not seeing any price here, but it is stated to be high due to the machining complexity and custom Cerakote colors. I'll be honest, what caught my eye is that on first glance it looked like a Razer board, so I immediately assumed it was one of those OEM boards that had a custom look like Velocify or some other companies have been putting out lately. Some would say though that this look is very modern, or in some cases very gamer. But to me it kind of reminds me of a spaceship. I think space-themed caps like Godspeed would work wonderful on this. The last couple months have yielded many 65% group buys and interest checks, and to be honest, a lot of them look alike. This actually takes a step away from all that and gives us a fresh looking 65%, which I absolutely appreciate. Will this be better than our current gasket implementations? Most likely, in fact I'm looking really forward to this, but will it be significantly better? I don't think so. I bet most people wouldn't even be able to tell, but I would be glad to be proven wrong. Given his credentials, it's no wonder that this interest check is very heavily weighed towards the mechanical aspects of his design. There's literally only one sentence about the PCB. In my experience, you can have the most premium of cases designed by the top engineers, but if your PCB is garbage, you're just going to have a very, very expensive desk ornament. It's relatively easy to make a QMK VIA-powered PCB, but doing it well is another story. I'd love to see more details about what exactly this PCB supports and how it's designed. I'm actually really excited about this board, but I know just from looking at this interest check that it's going to be super expensive and make my wallet hurt so bad. The MechMerlin verdict is strongly consider. Next up is GMK Backcountry. This is an interest check posted in July by JRF HOTX. Anyway, GMK Backcountry is inspired by camping through the backcountry and of course mountaineering. If you've seen this set before, you may have glimpsed it at the 2018 San Antonio meetup under the name of Terminiferous Skydrodulch, which was basically a combination of 4 different GMK sets: Terminal, Coniferous, Skydulch, and Hydro. The set uses all GMK stock colors of GR1, N9, AE, N7, TU2, and N5. Kit-wise, we have the base kit, also known as the walk-up kit, covering all your standard layouts. You've got the slab kit for spacebars, the crag kit with more specialized keys for unique layouts and 40s, the cairn kit which has arrows, the screed kit which has all the novelties. It's even got 2 desk mats, one as the night hike and one day climb. Basically identical, just different colors. Renders are done on the OSA and on the Rama U80. At this point, no vendors are listed, and the to-do list still has more renders to do, cables, and artisans. This is another set that I really like. My one critique about it is I don't like how the legends are different colors all throughout the set. I kind of wish they would have just stuck with 2 colors there, but with a combination of 4 GMK sets, I can understand why they did this. The MechMerlin verdict is maybe. Last but not the least is GMK Patisserie. GMK Patisserie was posted by Aguilar in mid-October and was inspired by Italian patisseries, bringing the warmth and lightness of pastries and cakes through light pastel colors and cute encapsulating novelties. Colors used are a stock WS1 and 2 custom RAL colors. Right now we've got kits laid out as base kit, fitting your most standard layouts, 40s ortho and spacebars, novelties, and what I like the most here, the NOM kit. All renders are on the N- and hyphen by Finderworks. In addition, there's also an Origins base kit with a slightly different colorway. This one uses GMK stock CP with the addition of UV printed RAL 308520 sub-legends. UV printing is often referred to as pad printing, but in fact it is a far more durable process. I haven't seen any UV printed legends wear off quite yet, but only time will tell. Here's a quick color difference between WS1 and CP. Yes, I'm aware that this will probably look different from monitor to monitor, but you guys get the point. This is a set I like a lot, but to be honest, I am more interested in the vintage set than the regular base one. CP is one of my favorite shades of GMK whites, which is why I very much prefer the Origins base kit over the standard one. Overall, I think this is a great looking set. It's very well designed and it's super cute, but I do think it only works on lighter colored boards. The MechMerlin verdict is a strong maybe. Alright folks, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As usual, don't forget to click all those links down below if you want to see any more details about any of these 5 interest checks. And if you like them or if you have other interest checks in mind, don't forget to jot that down in the comment section down below as well. Anyway, hope you guys have a good rest of your week and a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye now.